It's the man YSN, and you're listening to YSN Radio. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is, man. You're rocking with the man YSN, and you're tuning into the episode of YSN Radio, the coolest podcast in the South, man. Welcome back for another solo episode, man. I'm Bill Burn it once again, man. I keep telling you I'm going harder this year, man. I'm really going harder this year, so I'm going to be pumping out these new podcasts every single week. And this one's a little bit shorter than a week because the last one dropped on Thursday. It's Monday at the time of this recording, man. So we're continuing pushing, man. A lot of stuff happened over the weekend, man, and I wanted to get on top of it before you know the news died down, man. But it's been a very, very eventful weekend, both personally and in the world of hip hop media and music and culture, man. And that's what this podcast is all about: hip hop, music, and culture, bro. So we're gonna get into it, man. First off, bro. This weekend, man, shout out to my man Ricky and the Knoxville Vintage Market, man. They had two back-to-back markets this weekend, man. If you aren't familiar with the Knoxville Vintage Market, it is a event where vintage resellers all set up booths and they sell vintage clothes, shoes, art pieces, vintage everything, man. It's a really dope event. Ricky has had me as the resident DJ since its inception here in Knoxville for the past 2 years, man. So we had two this weekend. First one was at the Hive on Saturday. Shout out to the Hive and people at Honeybee for having us, man. That was a really good one. Then yesterday, Sunday, was at Zool. Really dope event, man. A lot of people came out. The weather was nice, man. Anytime there's a vintage market and the weather is nice, the vibes are always immaculate, man, and I love it because I get to express myself musically by digging into so many different bags, man. Hip-hop, of course, old 90s boom bap, neo soul, reggae, afro beats, house, man, whatever the mood is calling for, brother. I get to get out there and do my thing, man, and people love it, man. People love it, man. And I got some really nice drip over the weekend too, bro. Shout out to Ricky for hooking me up with this nice soccer jersey that I got on right now. I don't watch soccer, so if anybody's watching this and be like, you don't even know what team it is, I don't even think this is a real team. I think it's just the soccer jersey with the but really dope, man. So shout out to Ricky for hooking me up with this shirt, man. And then also shout out to my man Big D and Shooting Star Records, man, an independent label out here in Knoxville as well. They had me DJ their first EP release party, the first event that the label has put on ever, to my understanding, man. So I appreciate them for having me as their DJ this weekend. It was a really dope show. All the artists on the label put on a fantastic performance, a few different performances, like 7 different niggas on that label, man, and they all killed it this weekend, man. So shout out to them. He also it was a really cool event though, because he had before the artist got on and performed, he had comedians get up there and do some jokes, man, and the local comedy acts out here, man. Some of my good friends, Justin Mays, Andrew McCaffrey, and Keith Marcel, all got on stage and did their thing, man. Shout out to Keith Marcel, man. Keith Marcel had me on the floor, belly hurting, laughing, man. I swear to God, he had this one joke where he said he was talking about the new weed laws and how they're so strict about weed, but people don't give a fuck. They're gonna smoke weed anyway. He was like, if they passed a law that said if we catch you smoking weed, we're gonna kill one of your kids. And he said, niggas will say, you can kill one of my kids, just don't take the one who's good at basketball. Take the other one because he wants to be a rapper. Oh man, he had me on the floor, man. So shout out to Keith Marcel, bro. Super funny. Maybe I can get him on the show one day so we can talk. I really want to interview a lot of the local comedians, man. I did stand-up comedy one time. Fun fact, man. I did stand-up comedy one time 2 years ago. Open mic at Scruffy City Hall. Stunk it up. Well, I wouldn't say I completely stunk it up, but I got a couple laps in, man. But I thought I did good for the first time, and I went back and watched the video again like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, oh hell no, bro. But for some reason, man, after that one performance, bro, all the local comedians start fucking with me, man. Like they're real cool, you feel me? They Justin Mays and Brandy Augustus, they had me as the official DJ for the roast battle that happens every month, man. Every time I see them out, they show me mad love, invite me to the shows and stuff, man. So the local comedy scene here in Knoxville, man, they rock with the man YSN. And like I said, I did stand up one time. I guess I was funny enough to get them to like me, man. I'm a comedian's comedian. I don't know. I might try doing stand up again. I know I'm funny, but one thing I realized is there's a difference between being the funny friend and being a comedian. You know, I love comedy. I love stand up comedy. One of my favorite pastimes is watching stand up and just immersing myself in the culture. I reference Bill Burr all the time on his podcast, so you got to know that I'm a real big comedy guy. But actually doing it myself, man, it was like, wow, man, these guys, it takes a lot of crafting into those jokes, man. It's not just get up there and talk. You know, it's not as easy as it looks. You feel me? Especially once you tell some shit that nobody laughs at. That's a very humbling feeling, man. And you know, but yeah, so shout out to all the comedians, man. Justin, Andrew, and Keith, man, showed me mad love and killed it this weekend at the show. It was a very interesting showcase. It was, man. It was at their house. Like, we're on the front porch, man. It was funny, man. But hey, bro, we made it happen, man. We made it happen. So shout out to Shooting Star Records and Keith Marcel for having me on the floor. Boom. Moving on, bro. It's been a lot of chatter this week, man, about the WNBA, man. Really, the whole year, last 2 years, man, the WNBA has been the topic of discussion for a while, man, especially with Angel Reese, Caitlyn Clark, and all the new women that's breathing life into the league, man. So shout out to the WNBA. I'm not even gonna sit up here and act like I've just been a fan or a watcher of the WNBA. Ever, you know. Shout out to Lex Hornbuckle, though. She is a former WNBA player, and we actually are good friends, you know. But that's the extent of my WNBA knowledge. Well, Candace Parker, Lisa Leslie, and Lex Hornbuckle is probably the main 3 WNBA players that I can name off top of my head. So I guess I'm just as much a part of the problem as anybody else. But anyways, the WNBA has been in the news recently, man, because I don't know if you've seen any of the videos or watched the games. They have been whooping Caitlyn Clark's ass in these games, bro. I'm talking about I seen one video over the weekend. I don't know who was guarding her, but just completely just elbowed the shit out of her, bro. Like, and I'm telling you, man, Angel Reese was getting her lumps, man. They are whooping these girls' ass, man. And a lot of people are like saying that they're jealous. Is the WNBA jealous of Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese? Is this what it is? Is that why they're beating them up so much? I understand they're rookies and it's like, welcome to the big leagues, you know. But at the same time, it's like, damn. You gotta do all that? Like, are you really proving the point? Because be honest, man, Caitlyn Clark, like, she's the face of the league right now. You know, one of the biggest rookie signings ever in the WNBA history, man. Face of the league, single-handedly just upgraded their entire status, man. Now they all have chartered jets to fly around the country, you know, and here they are beating her up. They're beating her ass, man. Matt Barnes actually called him out and called her teammates out. I was like, why aren't y'all protecting her? You know, she's your star. She's the one bringing the eyes, man. You got to protect her. There's no enforcers. And what's crazy is, let me pull the tweet up, man. The girl who did the elbowing actually responded to Matt Barnes, man. And people got on her ass about that shit, bro. She was like, because like I said, Matt Barnes was saying, you know, there needs to be enforcers on the court to protect the stars. There's got to be enforcers, you know, like he was doing with Kobe and all the stars that he played with, man. You know, if you got the star on your team, man, your job is to make sure that they are good. If someone does some foul shit to your star, you got to check them and make sure, you know what I mean, get they lick back. They get back as a motherfucker. Chinity Carter. And so she was like, enforcers, just shut up and hoop or some shit like that, man. They were on her ass about that shit, bro. It's like, damn, man. But my whole thing about it is, it's like, if this woman is bringing all the publicity to your league, I'm not saying take it easy on her or, you know, anything like that. You feel me? It's still a competition at the end of the day, man. But like, at least don't make it so blatantly obvious that you're targeting her. You know? The way I see it, it's like, but like at the same time, I boil it down to one scientific fact that I have I will die on this cross, man. I swear to God, I will die on this hill. Women naturally hate each other. That's what it all boils down to. That's what it all boils down to. Take away the basketball, take away the endorsements, the Jets, all that shit, man. It all boils down to one thing. Women hate each other. Plain and simple, man. Plain and simple. It doesn't matter what job you're at. You know, it doesn't matter what job you do. You could be a basketball player, a model, a waitress at Applebee's. It's always going to be one hating bitch at your job. And unfortunately for Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese, they got a whole league of them. A whole league of them. I guarantee, bro. Like, listen to this podcast. Anyone who's listening or watching this podcast, man, I guarantee you can name at least one or two hating ass bitches at your job. It don't matter what you do, man. It does not matter. It does not matter. And they got a whole league of hating ass bitches that just, they're making an example out of them. How dare you come into our league and with all these popularity and endorsements, you know, playing devil's advocate a little bit. You feel me? I can understand why they would be a little hate a little bit, because think about it, man. You've been in the league for 10 years, right? You're 32. You know, when you got drafted out of college, was there any big time media coverage, parades and shit? No, probably not. You know, when you were playing, you're probably playing in front of crowds of 200, 300 people. I mean, I wouldn't know. Like I'll just say, man, I don't really, was not really privy to the WNBA before. You know, but in college too, you know, college sports is a little bit different. I know I went to UT, so the Lady Vols growing up has always been a power dynasty underneath Pat Summitt, you know, so those games were always packed. And even when I was on campus, the games were still pretty full, you know, so I can't speak for any other colleges, but UT, that, you know, the culture was a little bit different surrounding our lady basketball team, man. But you know, think about these other girls, man. Like growing up, like there's always an uphill battle for a lot of these women in the WNBA, man, because there were no eyes on the league, man. And then now these two young women come up, and even before they get to the league, they're in commercials, getting all these endorsements. Angel Reese is on the Breakfast Club, shaking her ass in videos with Lotto and shit. Just young and turnt, man. And they come into the league. Oh, man. Yeah, I can see why they hating, bro. But hey, man, game is game, man. So look, hopefully they'll get the act together, man. Maybe next year, hopefully there's new stars to come into the WNBA that will take the load off of Caitlyn Clark and Angel. You know, save them some ass whoopings. Maybe they can a new batch of freshmen can come into the league, and so Caitlyn Clark can start dishing out some ass whoopings of her own. You feel me? I took my lumps. Now it's time to take yours. You feel me? You're only faced with other women have met. You know, that type of deal, man. But moving on, I just thought that was just crazy, man. Moving on, I don't know if you've seen, so Summer Jam was also this weekend, man. Summer Jam 2024 with Hot 97, man. If you're a hip-hop historian like myself, you know Summer Jam has always been one of the biggest hip-hop concerts, festivals, if you will, in the game since its inception, man. I've never been to New York, but it's always been huge in New York culture, especially in hip-hop, bro. So, Summer Jam 2024 was this weekend, man, and Method Man and Redman performed, and Method Man got on Instagram and said he's never performing at Summer Jam again. Said he's never doing it again, man, and saying the generation gap was way too wide for him. And I totally understand him, man. I totally understand him. And let's look at this lineup real quick, bro. So this year's Summer Jam lineup consisted of the following: Doja Cat, Offset, Sexy Red, Sleepy Hollow, DeVito, and T Grizzly. 41. I don't know who 41 is, but T Grizzly. And of course, Method Man and Redman. Listening to that lineup, does that sound like an environment that will be welcoming to Method Man and Redman? No, it's not. It's not, man. And I love Method Man and Redman, bro. And they have some classics, bro. Rockweiler, You, Let's Get Dirty. All those shits are bangers. Def Jam Fight for New York and Def Jam Vendetta, they were the main characters, bro. They like Method Man and Redman were them niggas, bro. How High, classic movie right there. You feel me? They even made How High 2. She was trash, but they still made a sequel to it, you feel me? But like still, man, Method Man and Redman are a classic group and classic artists in their own rights individually, man. But he's absolutely right, bro. Like, they were, I don't know if you've seen videos of their performance, man. The crowd was dead silent, just staring at him. You feel me? Like, and I totally understand when he said the generation gap is way too wide, because think about it. You have Doja Cat, you have Sexy Red, you have T Grizzly on the card. Do you really think T Grizzly's fans are going to care about Method Man and Redman? Do you really think the people who came out to see Sexy Red are going to show Method Man and Redman the love they deserve? The answer is no. Okay. No matter how classic they are, no matter how legendary the group is, no matter how much that they done for hip hop, the answer is still going to be no. Not taking anything away from them, but people within the 18 to 25-year-old age bracket, they probably couldn't even name you one Method Man or Redman song. Probably haven't even seen How High. So these two niggas get on stage and start, I don't know if you've seen them performing, but they have a fantastic stage presence, man. And they get on stage and they're doing their routine, singing the classic songs. If you've never heard them before, you're just going to be staring at them. It's not going to do anything for you, man. You know, and so I don't fault him at all for saying that he's never going to perform at Summer Jam again, man. That's definitely on Summer Jam, Hot 97, for putting them in that situation, man. They should have known. They should have known. At least put some other nostalgic acts on the card to even it out, so you can get an even mix. You feel me? Because the people who probably did come to see Method Man and Redman were so outnumbered. You know, it's kind of like a needle in a haystack. You know what I mean? If all these people are looking at you and like 17 people in the corner bobbing to you, bro, like, come on now. You feel me? Like being on stage, it's a whole different feeling, man. So I totally understand Method Man for what he said, bro. Because you want to go where you feel welcome, man. You go where you're celebrated, you know. And that just wasn't his. Crowd, man. You know, he's a legend. He does not need to be in situations like that where people aren't paying him the respect he deserves, man. So hats off to Method Man for making that decision, bro. I totally get you on that one, bro. Moving on, I want to do some another music review. That's become a regular thing on these new batch of episodes. I'm putting out these music reviews, man. So I listened to this weekend new female artist, man. I don't know why I love listening to the girls, man. They're pretty entertaining to listen to, bro. So I listened to another album by a female artist that goes by the name Anycia. I really hope I'm pronouncing it right, Anycia. And I listened to her album Princess Pop That. And I have to say, man, I enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool listen, man. I like her very whispery voice. It's like a very deep whisper, but like sexy and seductive as well. You know what I'm saying? It's not like somebody is just like whispering to you like Ying Yang Twins on the Whisper song, but it's like it's very like low, kind of raspy. I don't know, like you got to listen to Anycia to really like understand what I'm saying, man. But like her voice just is, you don't really hear that very often or at all, really, man. I can't really name you one rapper who raps like Anycia, bro, but that was very intriguing to me. She had some good songs in here, some good features on here. I mean, Lotto with Back Outside, that's one of the singles off the album. Lil Tyler, Cash Cobain, Caribou, we're gonna get into that song too, man. But like overall, man, I really thought it was pretty cool. You know, just it's music for the girls, man. It's music for the girls, you feel me? It's giving very much fuck that nigga energy. You know, and shout out to the niggas who's really dogging these female rappers out, man, and so they can come out with these funny ass songs, bro. You know, you should continue doing what you're doing, because in turn, a byproduct of that, some good music, man. Some good music. I like on her song, Nene's Prayer. She has a line on there. She said, "I wish the nigga would, and he did." I thought that was hilarious. I wish a nigga would, and he did. I'm the type of nigga that would do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, hey man, shout out to all the dogs out there. You feel me? But like, look, bro, that shit was funny. He said, I hope a nigga steal your Hellcat and take your chain. Just dogging a nigga out. Just dogging a nigga out. I don't know if you remember back in the day, Chance the Rapper had a song. It's like, I hope you get a paper cut on your lip from a paper cut. So like literally just like a whole song of him just like wishing horrible things happen. She like flipped that and onto a nigga who did her wrong. I thought that was quite hilarious. The Back Outside track with Lotto is a banger. Now my favorite song off this album was Splash Brothers with Caribou. That song was a banger. They kind of tag team the beat, kind of like Lido and Don Tripp would do on Step Brothers. So like Splash Brothers, she says like Clay and Steph. Caribou is really hard, man. I don't know if you're familiar with Caribou. She's signed to Lil Yachty's label Concrete, or Crete, whatever. But nah, yeah, they went crazy on this one. I think Caribou had on this like, I'm around the crew, cause I'm one of the bros. You just getting fucked. Think about if you're the woman that she's talking about. You feel me? Like damn, I am just getting fucked by these niggas, man. And she's just here for the vibes. That has to be a tough pill to swallow, man. But yeah, shout out to my cousin Bryson Lawler, man, or professionally, musically known as TYB Peso. Go stream my cousin's music, man. TYB Peso, man. That nigga's hard, bro. But he actually put me on the Caribou months and months and months ago. Let me actually pull. I think I still got the messages, man, because he like sent me a SoundCloud link months, like last year type shit, and told me Caribou is up next. I listened to it. I didn't know who it. June 27, 2023, damn near a year to the date. He sent me Box the 40 by Caribou, and She Next, first female song by Yachty. And I was like, all right, we gonna see, man. Fast forward a year, that nigga was on to something. That nigga was on to something, man. So shout out to my cousin Bryson TYB Peso, man, for putting me on the Caribou, and which in turn led me to Anycia, which led me to Princess Pop That, which is a pretty dope album, man. I can see why the girls will be rocking to that project, man. It was definitely a dope piece, bro. I don't know. Now that we're still talking about the girls, man, and music, bro. I don't know if you've seen, man, but Bia and Cardi B the girls are fighting. Oh man, the girls are fighting, bro. And Bia previewed a diss track against Cardi B, towards Cardi B, on her Instagram live the other day, man. I don't know about you, but it was a few bars on there. But if you listen to the Breakfast Club this morning, they were not feeling it, man. They were not feeling it. I wonder why she just like previewed the entire song on IG Live and not dropped the whole thing. I thought that was a very interesting decision. Maybe she wanted to get a feel for, how people would react to it, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty decent as far as disses goes. I would have been interested to see her release the whole thing. I think she actually did release the whole thing, if I'm not mistaken. In the cover art, she used like a screenshot of Offset, like a Offset Instagram post talking about Cardi B or something, man. I'm not really fully invested into that beef, bro. Like, from what I've seen, they're just mad at each other because like accusing each other of copying one another. Just like I said earlier, women hate each other. That's what it really all boils down to, man. But hopefully Cardi B drops an album this year, man. She did say one of the lines in the song is, "You've been scrapping projects since 2019." Hopefully maybe this will get Cardi B to drop an album. Who knows? Cardi B did snap on some nigga on Twitter. The nigga said Cardi B needs to stop tweeting, get in the booth. And she went through his media. Nigga worked at McDonald's, bro. She put the picture of this nigga in his McDonald's uniform and said, "You need to get off Twitter and make me a cheeseburger." That shit was hilarious. And people were saying she was job shaming. He was like, no, he was telling me to do my job. I'm just telling him to do his. Go to response, 10 out of 10. Shout out to Cardi B, man. Someone not to be fucked with right there, man. But boom, that was pretty much a quick wrap up of everything that happened over the weekend in my life and in the culture, man. Will I drop another episode this week? Maybe. Within the mood I'm in, man. I've been getting really good numbers on YouTube. And when I say really good for me. The numbers are good for me. You're probably scrolling through my page and be like, what the fuck? Bro, I promise you, like, we all got to start from somewhere, man. We all got to start from somewhere. If you've been following me from this journey, you know I do everything by myself, man. You're looking at my team. You're looking at my team, man. So give me a little bit of credit where it's due, man. I'm trying. And the numbers have been steadily climbing, man. So I just need to keep pushing these episodes, keep up with the clips, and we gonna get this. We gonna get up there. We gonna get up there, man. So just bear with me, man. Appreciate for all the support. People who's listening, people who've been watching. Just thank you. Make sure you follow our my TikTok page for the clips, YSN Radio on TikTok. and just keep that going, man. And just appreciate everybody for walking with me, man. You're watching a man fulfill his dreams. You're watching a man fulfill his dreams in real time. Full-time radio personality. My DJ business is thriving. Just paid all my bills with DJ money and a podcast, man. So just grinding step by step, brick by brick. We gonna get there, man. So we're gonna end on that note, man. A note of positivity, of grinding, man. If you made it this far, thank you very much for listening, man. If you've been listening to the audio, thank you very much for listening. If you're watching me right now, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to YSN Radio, man. Really do appreciate all the love and support, man. With that being said, make sure you stream all the other episodes, interviews we got, man. All streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, iHeart, anywhere you get your podcast from. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at YSN Radio 1. Follow us at TikTok at YSN Radio. Check out the website, ysnradio.com. Until next time, it's the coolest podcast in the South, YSN Radio. Let's go.